Hello, in this video I will deploy my app to Firebase app distribution using Pulumi and GitHub Actions. First using a self-hosted runner, and then I converted it to Blacksmith for better performance. My app is a multi-currency personal budgeting app for Android, available on the Play Store, and the link in the description. Check it out. Okay, today I want to take a look at Firebase app distribution for the reason that I want to try the test cases thing, which is a way where you can describe a test case with a title and some goals. I didn't try yet, and the AI will generate the test cases and run on some emulators hosted by Google. So I already have my E2E test that I can run on emulator locally. I want to give this a go just to try. So for that, we need to use app distribution. App distribution is useful to distribute early stages of the app to testers quickly. But I didn't use it myself because I thought that the internal testers that you can do directly on the Play Store works just as well for my use case. But it can be useful in other cases. To create a release, we have to create an APK, an Android package kit, so-called, or an application bundle, Android application bundle, which is more flexible because it can generate specific versions that are smaller for specific devices. So I don't know much about it, but I know you can just drag and drop it here and upload that as a result of your build. However, that's not how I normally work. I like to do this with continuous integration in CI, and for that I created a workflow which is deployed to app distribution, which I didn't try yet. I will do now. So from main, and then we can specify the tests, and then we can add some release notes that I put a convenient default there. So what I want to show you is what I did to have this workflow, which I don't know if it works. That's the nice thing. What I did is a few changes to the project. The first thing is I manage infrastructure with Pulumi. Pulumi is an alternative to Terraform, which in my humble opinion is easier. So it has a TypeScript-like syntax, you say, or JavaScript-like syntax, where I had to do a few changes. The first change is to enable Firebase app distribution. So here I defined this just a constant, and then here API services, I just have a loop where I enable them. All right, this looks like imperative code, but it's actually translated to declarative code, so it will only apply the changes when you do Pulumi app. Pulumi app is also done in the workflow when I merge. There is a check in my CI that if anything in infrastructure is changed, then I will do a Pulumi app. So here first we enabled Firebase app distribution. We have to enable the service on Google Cloud first. And then I added to Android Publisher, which was the role that I normally use, the service account that I normally use to deploy to the Play Store. I also added here, because it's relevant, the role to deploy to Firebase app distribution. So then here in the README, can extract the Android publisher key for that service account, and I put it in a GitHub secret called app.json. You can run this at any time. And then we have the workflow itself. The workflow itself is a new workflow, and it has the inputs that I showed before. So, comma separated list of tester emails and the release notes for the build. So those are specified here. Workflow dispatch means it's an on-demand workflow. It's not a workflow that is triggered by merges or anything, because I'm just testing app distribution. It's not my main channel. I do deploy to the Play Store internal testing draft on main merges, because I have a continuous integration set up, but not for app distribution now, because I'm just testing it out. So tester list and release notes, they are both of type string and they're not required. Then we have a job. We just do the checkout first. The standard directory for all run steps is up Android because that's where all the action here happens. So we just have to create the secrets. The first one, this secret is the one that it has this name because of historical reason. I never changed it, but it contains the secret to allow this service account to, so you get this identity. And then we got the key properties that works together with the Play Store key that's for signing, so that we can sign. And on a Firebase app distribution, it will be signed locally, and that's the key that's used then for the distribution. While on the Play Store, Google checked that the key I use is my key, but then resigns it with its own key. So the private key is not even in my knowledge there. But I have my own private key here. This is the secret for the key. This is pointing to the key itself. And then okay, because I have translation, I have to generate the localization. And finally, after that's done, the build is done here with Fastlane. I had to do one change to the gem file. So because the fast file from Fastlane, that's the software used to deploy to the Play Store and also to Firebase app distribution, is in Ruby. So it uses a gem file. I had to add the gem for Fastlane app distribution. The fast file, there is a new lane, so like a stream of execution, which does the Firebase distribute, which computes the version code. I factor this in a function. So the way I compute the version code is just a number that Google needs to know if this is a new version, to keep track of versions. The version code is this number, and I store it in the Play Store configuration. There I have 3 tracks. I have the internal track, the alpha track, and the production track. This function, what it does, it looks at all the tracks and gets the maximum of those number, and it keep on incrementing. So I just want, it's a new version. In the main thing, I just add the +1 here. Here I don't, because it's just for testing. I don't want to create a new version. You just deploy the latest version I have on main. It's already deployed on some other track. So then I have the version name. I calculate it like as 1.0.273, whatever it is, based on the version code with some formula. And then build date is just today, and then I have a message. In the source code, I do some sed changes, search and replace, so that I can put the version number inside the source code. And then I build. And I go build an app bundle. And finally, I call this command that was enabled by this gem, which will do the actual upload of the app. All right, so let's try it, see if it does work or not. So I go here, I just hit run workflow. Now it's running. Oh, it failed. There you go. I can't find the service credential file. Let's see what it looks it for. Okay, no path at all. Where does the CI create it? In app Android Fastlane. So that should be local there. I don't know why. Ah, okay. It runs from app Android and the file is in Fastlane. All right, Fastlane. Okay, I see. Done. So now we should have a PR. Oh, okay, so the gem file is updated, so that causes the dependencies to be also updated. Okay, fine. And then the real change, the one that matters, is just this, the path of Steve Low app that should be found now. So I'm gonna just merge it like that so we can try it. And we can directly try the deploy to app distribution as now updated. I can just run it. Can you plan to convert at Firebase-distribute, there you go, to use Blacksmith Ubuntu similar to Flutter checks. Oh my God! It finished. The deploy to app distribution finished. It took 22 minutes. 22 minutes. And now if I reload here, wow, we have it. Oh, that's fantastic. So now we have that's the goal that we had to do a deployment to app distribution. I'm not that happy it took 22 minutes, so that's why I'm trying to see if using Blacksmith would help. So I want to explore that. Proceed, yes. So I recognize this bit is the same, exactly the same as before, Flutter version. Oh, that's interesting because it's duplicated now. Backsmith CPU, perfect. Working directory, same as before. This is same as before. Java 17, Android SDK, there is an action already done. Secret steps, unchanged. Yeah, it looks good. Setup and localization, pubget. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. No CLI animation. Yes, and manually approve edits. All right, it is doing exactly what it said it would do. It's easier to see. Moving to Blacksmith, it put the Flutter thing, does the cache, does the Flutter install Java and SDK and Ruby even. And then the Flutter dependencies. Looks good. Okay, so here we go. So we are now on Blacksmith on this branch. So we try again the Firebase app distribution. So it should be quite quick. In fact, it's finished. Fantastic. So that's publish release. Now deploy to app distribution because we have a new version and this should run on Blacksmith. The last one took 23 minutes and we just run it. So this should go on Blacksmith and it's already picked up. Okay, setting up Java, Android SDK. Let's finally it failed. Gset. All right, makes sense. No waste Opus credit for this. To use Blacksmith, can you change Gset to use that because now we are on Ubuntu, not on Mac anymore. And we change to set and we accept it. Please commit and push, do not amend. I don't like amends, we squash at the end. Yeah, we change Gset on Mac to use sed on Linux. So now we can try again. So deploy to app distribution. We go run workflow, branch on the branch, run. Right, so there you go. And let's wait and see what happens. Distribution failed. Code exception. Because Java 21 is required, but we set 17. Right. Yeah, 21. That's right. That's right. So now we have Java 21. We can try again. Let's go. Deploy to app distribution. No branch main, branch Blacksmith, run. Okay, so now Firebase app distribution worked on Blacksmith. It took 30 minutes. Let's check on here. It's better than 22 on localhost, but it looks like the issue here is Firebase app distribution. Here we have the new version, so it's done. So the next step will be to test, to use the test cases, which I will do in the next session. Bye bye.